Unless you have been living under a rock, you must have at least heard about the hit anime called Yuri on Ice. Probably either from the salty people that didn't like the Crunchyroll awards, or perhaps the very strong fandom that it created. When I decided to watch Yuri on Ice, I already had my expectations ready. I didn't expect too much, I expected a lot of yaoi, but just a nice average anime. However, it surprised me big time. Let's start off with its opening. The first time I saw it, it was okay. The second time I saw it, I skipped it. Every episode after that, I watched it completely. Oh my god, it blows me away just to see how much this opening fits the anime. It started out quite emotional and majestic, but it turns into an epic song near the end. I have never been really interested in yaoi or ice skating, but anime has changed my mind before, so I just gave it a try. We start off in the first episode with Yuri Katsuki, our protagonist, a Japanese ice skater. While he was very good at skating, he failed at the World Grand Prix of ice skating. Humiliated, he decided to retire from skating for now, and he goes back to his hometown. Here he meets an old friend who is in charge of the local ice skate track. To impress his friends, he showed something where he was training for. An old replica of a show that Viktor Nikiforov once performed. Now, Viktor Nikiforov is basically the ice skater 27. He has won 5 world prizes and holds world records in all of the ice skate world. Yuri loved all his shows and is Viktor's biggest fan. You might even say that Yuri started skating because of Viktor. Now, the replica of this show gets filmed by some locals and published on YouTube. But you know how animes go, it goes viral, and it even ends up with Viktor watching the video. The episode ends with Viktor visiting Yuri and proclaiming that Viktor is gonna coach Yuri. If I would have to decide the strongest factor of the anime, I'm gonna pick both characters and the ice skating itself. I personally didn't like Yuri as a character. The silent, depressive type that failed at what he is best has been done many times before, and in my opinion even better. The rest of the cast is amazing though. I personally loved Viktor as a character. While he is so perfect and flawless to the outside world, he wasn't afraid to show his imperfect self to the people close to him. He was very unpredictable and overall a funny character. Yurio, also known as Russian Yuri, was also a great character. It was obvious that he was gonna be the anti-hero, not a villain. But still, I couldn't help myself thinking of Fyro from Tengen Gurren Lagann while seeing him. Now, the ice skating is where the show really shines. While some scenes in the anime look decent at most, it is obvious that they put the most budget and effort in the ice skating. The animation looks amazing, and you can really see they base the movement on real choreography from ice skaters. After I finished the anime, I looked up some videos of real ice skaters, and it felt like I was watching a Yuri on Ice live action movie. It was that good. Personally, I'm a sucker for anime that uses music to the fullest. Maybe that's why I enjoyed Yuri on Ice so much. With no interest in ice skating, I still had a good time watching this. Now, before I talk ahead, minor spoilers for episode 7. Most of the people already know what happens in episode 7, but if you don't want to see that, you can click this button to skip the spoiler. Still here? Alright. Now, with all the hype around episode 7, I already knew what was gonna happen. All I can say is, it was kinda disappointing. I always like it when ships come together, and I can imagine having a yaoi shipping must be really hard, since they almost never come out. Now, I'm not saying the kissing scene wasn't sweet. I just maybe expected a good kiss and not a quick smooch on the lips. After the kiss we get a few romance scenes in the episodes after 7, and those were amazing. I, a straight guy, thought it was honestly cute. It wasn't in my face as I expected the romance, and the focus still laid on the skating. I really thought that Yuri and Viktor were cute together, and I'm glad that ship became canon. Saves us a lot of fan art. So to sum the anime review up, I thought Yuri on Ice had an amazing opening, really fitting for the anime. The characters were well written, maybe except for Yuri himself, and the skating looked gorgeous. The developments in the anime were well received by me, and I recommend this to any man or woman alike. My final verdict is 5 out of 13. Crunchyroll Awards.